gosh, that's so fun. All right, guys. So I am back with another live. So today I'm going to be telling you guys the meaning of my oracle card for my Keepers of the Light deck, which is his name is Odin. And I'm going to tell you guys the meanings. Odin's meaning. He comes from my. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see him. I'm going to tell you guys Odin's meaning. I say Odin. So I'm going to tell you the meaning of Odin and just give you guys a little insight. So when I was reading Odin, I found Odin to be quite interesting because I knew I connected with Odin because um, I'm looking at my notes here. Odin called me a lass. You know how like you've ever heard in like those like Viking pictures where like a man will call a woman like a lass or lassie. Well, Odin called me a lass. And a lass is just pretty much just a young woman. And that made me really kind of laugh and be like kind of smiley and stuff because I was like, he called me a lass. I'm like, what? Like lassie, but a lass meaning just a young woman. So, and he said I was a beautiful lass. So I'm like, so I'm a beautiful woman, I guess. So I'm like, thank you. I'm like, oh my gosh, this card is kind of flirting with me or something. I'm like, oh my gosh. so so I'm gonna tell you guys the meaning of Odin so you guys can kind of know what he's all about. And again, like I said in my previous two videos, Odin, I don't go by like the meaning of what it says on the card. I actually connect with the card and find out what it's all about. Okay. So when it comes to Odin in particular, I'm gonna tell you his meaning. Okay. And I feel like doing these videos about the individual cards are a little bit easier to digest because when I do like 3 cards in one video, I think it can be kind of a lot to take in for everybody. So I'm just doing it separately. So it gives you guys like cards if you're interested in, you can like watch information about the cards. So when it comes to Odin, so Odin is about darkness. He is about vengeance. And he also, let's see, he is about you having a need to set things right. So if something or somebody was wronged, he's about you setting things right. Okay. Um, he's also about clarity. He's about you having a cool head. And most people will be like, well, why would I how can I set things right and have a cool head at the same time? But Odin's about, having a cool head, even if you have to set things right, and take care of business. He's all about the context of a situation. He's about bravery. He's also may show up in a reading if somebody is if they're under psychic attack, he'll show up. He is about having a spiritual calm or being patient and you having like the patience of a saint. Um, he's also about time. He's also about moving yourself forward, you know. He's about not making stupid guesses. So he's about you not assuming things, something about a situation. Um, he's also about the cycle of things. So, essentially everything having a season. So just because things may not be going good in one, for a week or a month or something like that to you, or even a day, you know, things have a cycle. They're not always going to be bad. There's going to be ups and downs, essentially, as far as Odin is concerned. He is about you knowing that brightness is behind you. So knowing that there's hope, even in a situation that seems impossible, there is hope on the horizon. Good is going to be coming in. So don't give up. He is also about goodness being on your side. So knowing that the universe has your back. You may not believe it, but it's got your back and it's going to get you to where you need to be. He is about you being a sage, so having wisdom and being a sage. You know how like someone would be called like an old sage, like if you play any of like any medieval games or something like that, where you have like Vikings or dragons or whatever, right? Um, I think what comes to mind is kind of like I don't know why I'm thinking about it, but I might be wrong about this, but maybe Skyrim or something like that. Kind of like something like in that circumstance, where you have like, I believe it's the graybeards, I'm not sure. But like, having those wise old guys that like know a lot, and, in being a sage yourself, it's about you gaining knowledge. So eventually you can pass that knowledge on to other people who you can help. And then also, Odin is about trusting the process. So, letting the course guide you, letting life guide you forward. You may not know how you're going to end up where you need to be, but you will. You just have to trust in the process. He's also about magic as well as you having fun. So these are some of the things that Odin is all about, and these are some things that he could be a sign of if he pops up in a oracle card reading. That's just what Odin shared with me, so I wanted to share it with you. So I do appreciate you guys watching. If you're like jumping in, I kind of did a whole like spiel on what Odin's about. But anyway, I'm like, really enjoying what I'm doing with like understanding these cards and stuff. And I really love building a relationship with them because this helps me as an oracle card reader to be better at it, and understand that, and when I first started, like when I first opened the box of these cards, I was like, are these cards just about one thing? But they're not. They're about many different things and their meanings can change. So I'm very appreciative and happy. And if you guys haven't already, you can go back to the beginning to learn about what Odin's all about. But thank you guys for hanging out with me and thank you for watching. Bye.